Just so we're all clear, Megan, would you read back what we've covered today?
Yeah, of course. Eric, Stephanie, Thorne, and Brooke do not support Ridge's bid to assume the title of Chief Executive Officer of Forrester Creations. Ridge's nomination of self is hereby rejected.
Let the record also show that the current CEO, Eric Forrester, authorizes Spectra Couture's Thorne Forrester to use his own name in connection with any of Spectra's designs. We also need to draft a document giving Spectra explicit permission to use the Forrester trademark.
How do you continually elude security?
Bribery. You offer those guards at the desk a wink and a promise and a couple of donuts, and they'll let anybody in.
Well, that's comforting.
Well, don't get testy, my darling. I brought one for you, too.
Thanks. All right, Sally, what can I do for you?
Well, my physical therapist was right across the street. I had an appointment there, and since I was paying for parking anyway, I thought I would swing on by and see if you'd heard anything yet.
What about?
About the big powwow at Forrester Creations.
Oh, powwow. Haven't heard anything yet. It's good. My guess is Ridge is going to try to drive Thorne out of Jackie M.
Unless, of course, Brooke stops him.
I don't think so. Brooke would never defy her husband on something this big. You don't know her like I do.
Is there anything else, or can I please be excused?
Yes, all right, thank you.
Honey, I know you're upset. Why don't you take the rest of the day off? Go home. Try and put this all into perspective. Try and understand that we've done what we think is right for the family and for the company.
I understand where you're coming from, Ridge, but I would never do anything to discredit our family name. You have my absolute word on that.
And you have mine, too, Rich. Your time to be CEO here at Forrester will come. It's just not happening now.
Ridge, please look at me. I didn't want to contradict you. I just had to do what I thought was right.
Why don't we give them some time alone?
Oh, no. We're not through here. Not by a long shot.
All right, Sailor. Suppose you give me the skinny on Brooke Logan, and be sure to include the reason that you're so all-fired convinced that she can't turn the tide for us.
Point number one is her name is now Brooke Logan Forrester. She's married to a man that she loves. They have a new child with a blended family living happily in a castle on a hill. I don't think she's going to rock that luxury liner.
As much as you wish she would, huh?
What's your point?
All I'm saying is that when Thorne and I needed someone to head up Spectra Couture's European office, Felicia Forrester almost sprained an ankle jumping at the chance.
Well, Sally, not that it's any of your business, but sometimes relationships don't work out. There was a lot of pressure we were dealing with. Family, business, people in our lives. So we have mutually decided to stay friends.
Mm-hmm. In much the same way that you are friends with Brooke.
Sally, I don't have the hots for Brooke anymore.
Don't you?
This is unbelievable. You all think I'm the enemy.
Nobody thinks that. All your parents and I are saying is that family harmony is more important right now than protecting some trademark.
And I completely disagree. This isn't just some trademark. It's our good name. It represents Forrester Creations, and I consider this company a living, breathing member of my family. I'm trying to protect everything Mother and Dad worked so hard for. They built this place from scratch. Just because Thorne's name happens to be Forrester does not mean he's earned the right to exploit it. None of us has.
Except you, of course.
Why would I think that, Thorne? Huh? Because I've spent most of my life here as Dad's apprentice and collaborator? Because I've designed more product here than anyone other than Dad? Because I'm the one who took this company from top-notch boutique operation to a major international powerhouse.
Ridge, your contribution here has always been invaluable.
That's right, Mother. If I was to leave and start my own fashion house, I still wouldn't presume to call it Forrester anything. What if I failed? I wouldn't drag the name Forrester down with me. That's how much I value everything we stand for, everything the name stands for. So how the hell do you people have the gall to tell me my problems here are personal?
Ridge, you're doing this because your feelings are hurt. Because you heard your father say that Thorne's our only son.
Yeah, Mother. It did hurt. Are you satisfied? Are you all satisfied? But I'm a big boy and I'm over it now. I didn't change my loyalty to this company. Didn't erase the decades of history I've forged here. I've seen a lot of upheavals. I've seen marriages, divorces, power plays. I've seen Dad, Brooke, and even Rick run this place, and I've ridden it all out. Now I'm asking for something in return from all of you. Trust. The power to make decisions that are not being made. Apparently that makes me vindictive and egomaniacal.
We don't think that.
No, we don't, Rich, we don't. Everybody here knows how much you love this company, and someday you will be CEO. But I'm not ready to step down yet. And you forcing the issue is not going to change that.
Well, I'm sorry if I've offended you, Dad. But I'm equally offended that none of you seem to believe that I have Forrester Creations' best interests at heart. Not even my wife.
Ridge, we know you want what's best for the company.
But I happen to be wrong?
It's a little more complicated than that.
Oh, I don't know, Brooke. I think it's pretty simple to me. You and Mother and Dad are turning Forrester into a therapist's couch here to solve Thorne's midlife crisis. This is a business, not a daycare center.
If your mother and I are so incompetent, how is it that we were able to build such a success?
Things have changed since you and Mother founded Forrester Creations. That's why I'm trying to steer us back on course.
You didn't answer my question.
Eric, let's not get into it.
No, Mother, it's okay. You wouldn't have gotten nearly as far without me. Is anyone going to admit that? Do any of you have the nerve to acknowledge where we are today is because of my drive, my commitment, my talent? Where would this place be without me, huh? about to find out.
Now, Ridge, don't do something ridiculous and threaten to quit.
Know what's ridiculous, Mother, is you and Dad caving in to Thorne's crybaby routine.
You're the one acting like a crybaby, Ridge.
I'm not taking the bait, Thorne. I know you can't take the family out of family business. That's why I compromised.
Ridge, I made a decision regarding the trademark. I gave it a lot of thought. I hope you'll do the same before you do anything rash.
There's nothing for me here. Not anymore, Dad.
Sally, it didn't work out with Felicia, and it had nothing to do with me and Brooke.
So there is still a you and Brooke.
I'm not the kind of guy who pines over what he didn't get. It's a waste of time and energy. We had a good time together. I'm moving on.
Don't kid me. No man gets over Brooke that fast.
Can we stop with the Brooke thing already? She's waited long enough for this relationship with Ridge, and she's not going to screw it up over politics at Forrester Creations.
Well, it's just like the old bumper sticker says, stuff happens. And in this business and with that family, stuff happens a lot. So be prepared.
For what exactly?
For anything.
I know you probably want to be alone.
I am alone. You and I had it, Logan. Together we had the power to run this company the way it needed to be run. But for whatever reason, you don't seem to want to do that.
I've tried to explain.
It's one thing for my parents to take Thorne's side. After all, he is their only son. He's been trying to get out from under my shadow his whole life. I get that. What I don't understand is being hung out to dry by my own wife. That is a tough one, Logan.
Megan, let's make sure to make a copy of this for Thorne to take back to Spectra.
Sure, right away.
Well, it's official. You now have our explicit permission to use the name Thornton Forrester on all Spectra products.
Thank you, Dad. And thank you, Mother, for having faith in me. And I promise I would never do anything to denigrate our name.
Of course you won't. You're going to make us proud.
Oh, he already has, hasn't he?
Absolutely. We're very proud of you. And if licensing our name is going to make you a bigger and better success, honey, we're happy to do it, despite what your brother said.
Exactly. Because you have earned it, baby. I am so happy that your name is going to be on the most incredible designs in the hottest, most exclusive boutiques in the world.
Well, I have to admit, I never thought that would happen to me. Everything that you've done for me, I don't know where to begin to thank you. I mean,
You already have, son.
no, Dad. The things I said and did when I first started at Spectra, the stealing from you, the threatening, it was unforgivable. But yet you still give me all this.
Oh, honey, it's over and done with, okay? Let's not think about it anymore.
Okay.
Thorne, I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad.
Open up your eyes. Tell me what you see. Is there a place for me inside of you? Can we both forgive? Try to just forget the past and let today begin. I'm going back again. I'll take it to the end. Remember where we've been and where we have to go. Take a look around. Look at what we found. Know that we can be what we wanna be. I'm going back again.
Ridge, can we please talk about this? I had reasons for doing what I did.
For sabotaging me?
No.
Brooke, we agreed not half an hour ago in this very room. My parents were making a mistake giving Thorne the trademark. Acting out of guilt and emotion, it was going to hurt the family, hurt the business.
I still believe that.
Well, then what the hell happened in there?
The company may suffer as a result of my decision, but the company is not my top priority.
The family?
No, Ridge, you are.
You did that for me? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. All this fighting between you and your parents and Thorne, you don't see what it's doing to you, but I do. It's consuming you. You can't sleep at night. You can't enjoy the children. You can't focus on anything but this. And it's not because of the revenue or because of the brand positioning. You feel the family slipping away. I know why you're doing this. You want them to know that you have their best interests at heart, that you would fight for their dream, for their legacy.
Well, why didn't you say so then, Brooke? Why didn't you back me up?
Because, Rich, they wouldn't hear anything that we had to say.
Oh, that's a cop-out.
No, it's true. I could see it in their eyes. They thought you were just on some big power trip.
Yeah, well, they still do. Now I'll never get a chance to prove otherwise because you took that away from me, Brooke. You sent the message loud and clear. Ridge can't be trusted. He's a loose cannon. He's out of control.
Rich, that's not what I was saying.
Well, that's what they heard. That's what they heard, Brooke. How many times has my mother tried to convince me that you couldn't be trusted? That you were gonna just destroy the family? Did I listen to that? I told her she was wrong. I told her I loved you and I had faith in you, and she should too. That's what I wanted to hear from you today, Brooke. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted them to hear as well. That's what could have brought this family back together.
I don't know, Rich.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll never know, will we? Because now they know they can come between you and me.
What are you saying? They haven't come between us. What are you trying to say here? Ridge.
I'll see you at home.
Ridge, wait. We haven't even finished talking about this. What, Ridge?